Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Thursday, August 13, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, Cabinet closes the door on BTL's $80 million SMART proposal. Social partners begin scaled-up action Friday against proposed SMART acquisition. BCWJ says BTL must show evidence before $80 million SMART acquisition and send Severance pre-action letter. And Belize Bus Association says request for renewal of fuel subsidy is being ignored. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
As a sheetrock installer for decor construction, I know the job is only as good as the materials I use. Using inferior products can lead to more waste, weak core integrity, sagging, and more time fixing the problem instead of finishing the job right. And that's why I trust USG drywall, ply sem, and base screws from Venice, because quality is savings.
Quality is savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best. Darling, double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls, so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Call me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Smart. Stay connected. Stay happy.
The Downtown Super Sale Back to School Edition is back. Join your Belize City Council on Saturday, August 15 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Get ready for unbeatable deals on everything you need for the new school year. And don't forget, it's a back to school tax-free day. Shop from the Angeles Press, A&R, Golden Bay, The Stationery House, Dibari, Digi Wallet, Full Tech System, and more. Need uniforms? Stop in at Mikado, Brody's, Swami's, and the original Little Melchor. Also joining us is the National MSME Roadshow 2026, featuring local entrepreneurs, small businesses, and business support services. Bring the entire family to enjoy great deals, delicious food, refreshing drinks, a free kids zone, and live entertainment throughout the day. Want to showcase your product at the event? Contact our Public Relations Department at 280-2308, extension 259, or WhatsApp 673-9055. Mark your calendars. Saturday, August 15 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Downtown Super Sale Back to School Edition on Albert Street. Gather your family, grab your shopping bags, and come ready to save at the Back to School Super Sale. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Maria's was planned to open in 2020, and that's when COVID came. I thought the dream was dead. People would come to my house, they would purchase the coffees from there. That gave me the little confidence, like, okay, I could do this. Atlantic Bank, of course, helped me take the next step. Once I had their support, it was smooth sailing from there. This business is my life. It's literally what provides my family with food and employment. I employ 3 family members, so it's really everything for us.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Still squeezing your team into a tiny meeting room? It's time for an upgrade. Welcome to the Executive Conference Room, where business meets comfort and every event is set up for success. Your rental includes exclusive use of the venue, a podium, 2 wireless microphones, a 98-inch smart display, built-in speakers, dedicated high-speed internet on all the tables and chairs you need. Whether you're hosting a meeting, seminar, workshop, or presentation, choose from banquet, cabaret, theater, U-shape, classroom, or boardroom seating to fit your event. Enjoy our executive meal and hors d'oeuvres options. Customize a menu to your preferences or choose from our a la carte selection. Beverages are available for purchase and corkage service is offered for outside beverages. Book your next event with Golden Bay Belize Hotel. Let us take care of the details while you focus on what matters most.
If you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
When EMS hit, our survival rate was like 1%, 2%, 5%. I think if we got 10%, we were lucky. And we kept, like I mentioned earlier, we kept trials, and then we started to improve. And now I must say that we are seeing much better. We're 50, 60, 70, 72% survivals with the ponds right now.
We're only using about 30% of the entire acreage that we have. We have plans to completely fill up all the ponds, so that automatically increases the production capacity for our farm in general, but all the farms in general also, because we do keep in touch as a growers association, and then we talk about what's their ramp-up plan, and everybody is very hopeful of the industry growing back to its previous glory.
At one point there was 17 shrimp swamps, and over the period 11 closed down. But with Mr. Robbie interest, I can see that restoration coming every single day. Just around COVID, the production dropped to 1.02 million. And as we progress this year, we expect to reach at least 3 million pounds of shrimps in the country. And I hope that those that are investing in shrimps today will definitely see progress maybe 3 or 4 years from today.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Following weeks of mounting public backlash, Cabinet has decided not to support Belize Telemedia Limited's proposed acquisition of SpeedNet Communications Limited, operator of SMART. In a statement issued this afternoon, Cabinet acknowledged that the $80 million deal was a matter of national concern and said it had a duty to review all available data and consider the views of social partners, the media, and the public. After what it described as careful deliberation, Cabinet announced its informed position opposing the acquisition. The release added that the government of Belize, the Belize Social Security Board, and the people of Belize, as majority owners of BTL, must act responsibly and transparently in the national interest. Cabinet thanked all those who engaged in good faith and constructive dialogue and assured Belizeans that it remains committed to listening respectfully to their voices and acting in the country's best interest. Before that announcement, the four social partners were moving ahead with action to voice their rejection of the proposed acquisition of SMART by BTL. Ella Waite, the president of the NTUCB, acted as spokesperson and invited Belizeans to join the movement by wearing black on Friday. Waite explained that would be phase 1 and that phase 2 would be a demonstration in Belmopan and Belize City next Tuesday when Cabinet meets.
The National Trade Union Congress of Belize, the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, BNN, and the evangelical churches, we have mobilized as a bloc to ensure we put more pressure on the issue that is at hand, which is the acquisition of SpeedNet Smart by BTL. And we do start, as with any other action that a union would do, we do start with small or soft agitation. Our first one being for tomorrow, where we're asking everyone, being workers, unionized workers or not unionized, students, employers, everyone, every citizen of Belize, to express their objection to the proposed acquisition by wearing black. We chose black because black is a very common color, not for any other reason, and that is something that we can find quickly in our closet. We're also asking that when persons do wear black, that they take a picture of them wearing that color and then post it on social media. Let's flood social media platforms with our stance on saying no to the acquisition. We also would like that persons speak out, make comments of why they are not supporting the acquisition, and of course to stand united, because our next, and we call it phase 1. If we do not have any response or correspondence from the powers that be as to the cease and desist that we had asked for on the acquisition, we move to phase 2. Phase 2 is a demonstration that we are planning on Tuesday, next week Tuesday, the 18th of August. We'll be having 2 locations. We have a location in Belize City, which would be the BTL headquarters, and then one in Belmopan at the admin building. We're asking though that to make it easier and to make it obviously more cost effective for persons, that those coming from Corozal, Orange Walk, and San Pedro, and those living in Belize City would gather in front of the BTL office, the headquarters, at 10 a.m. And in those coming from Punta Gorda, Stan Creek, Cayo districts would gather in front of the admin building in Belmopan. The time would be for both locations 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This way, we are moving from the soft agitation to a more inclusive in-person agitation. Something that we hope will put more pressure, much more pressure on the powers that be to ensure that this acquisition does not happen.
In a message to her membership Wednesday night, Belize National Teachers Union President Nadia Martin-Caliz said her membership was asking for action on the SMART deal and noted that the time has come.
You have been asking for the BNTU to get involved, but the BNTU Council of Management believes that these are national issues and that the NTUCB should lead. Now that there is a plan of action, the BNTU Council of Management is fully on board with what the NTUCB has recommended. Members, you have spoken to your leaders. You have spoken to me. You have emailed and texted. You have said a lot in the chat groups. Now, this is the opportunity for us to collectively register our discontent as it pertains to all of these national issues, including the proposed acquisition of SMART. I can remember clearly, and it's deja vu right now, 2005, the Belize Healthcare Partner issue, and everything else started to spiral. It is important that our leaders pay keen attention to what is happening and understand that we are all in power because the people, for me, my membership, for them, the electorate of this country, voted them in. So it's important that we pay attention to what the electorates are saying. And by extension, you are electorates, my members. We are electorates. Not only will you be having the unions, but the social partners as well. The assets of this country belongs to us. The elected officials are temporary custodians. Therefore, decisions need to be made in the best interest of the Belizean people and not a minority.
We note that the opposition United Democratic Party today indicated it also intended to protest when cabinet meets. We have since confirmed with the NTUCB that Friday's Wear Black campaign is still on, and the affiliate union members are in consultation regarding the demonstration. On the matter of the cabinet meeting, to which only 2 social partners were invited, Waite explained that all social partners should be allowed to attend and make their presentations, considering the issue is of national importance.
That is true. When the invitation came from the cabinet for the BCCI and NTUCB to attend a meeting with the cabinet, we would have attended if the BCCI was not traveling. I think it's to El Salvador, and they would not have been able to make it today, which is Thursday. We informed the cabinet secretary that it would be best to postpone the meeting to next week. We did not get confirmation of that postponement. So we, again, acting as a block, we told the other social partners that we would not attend alone. None of us would attend alone, not NTUCB and not BCCI. So we were at that point. Then we wrote as a team on August 11th, as the public may know, we wrote as a team asking for information, the data request for financial statements and independent valuation reports, and any other outstanding reports that we had asked for to be submitted so that the social partners can review those and then meet with the cabinet. But that would have to include the 4 social partners, not just BCCI and NTUCB. You see, I understand to an extent why the government would say, let's only invite BCCI and NTUCB, but that is when it comes to the tripartite structure, when we have labor issues. This is beyond labor issues. This is a national issue. So it is only fair that all the social partners would be invited to the cabinet meeting to present everyone's viewpoint as to why not at this time supporting a position. So it is not a labor issue where only the BCCI and NTUCB should take part in. It is a national issue.
So is it because you heard what the Prime Minister said that only both were invited, but is it that if a meeting was to have proceeded, you would have taken along with you reps from the other social partners?
We could have done that, but I don't know if that is very fair to the other 2 entities to be taken with us and not have had their own invitation sent to them. And also, I think more importantly, the information that we requested was not provided. So to just go there and present or say what we've been saying all the while since January, to repeat the same thing at the cabinet would not have been much helpful, right? We would have wanted the information that we had asked for.
In that regard, the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, BCCI, is pushing back against suggestions that it declined or was unwilling to meet with Cabinet to discuss the proposed acquisition of SpeedNet Communications Limited Smart by BTL. In a statement issued Wednesday night, the Chamber said it remains fully prepared to engage with the government on the matter and has no valid reason why meaningful consultation cannot take place before Cabinet makes a final decision on August 18. However, it notes that Chamber President Giacomo Sanchez and Chief Executive Officer Kim Aikman were already committed to joining Belize's official delegation to El Salvador from August 12 to 14 for the signing of the Belize-El Salvador Partial Scope Agreement, which they consider vital to expand regional commercial opportunities. Because of that long-standing obligation, the Chamber requested a short rescheduling of the proposed August 13 meeting. The BCCI also reiterated that its substantive position on the proposed acquisition has not changed and previously raised concerns about competition, transparency, governance, regulatory oversight, and the broader public interests remain unaddressed. The Chamber also said it is working closely with other social partners and remains committed to transparent, constructive, and principled dialogue with the government and relevant regulatory bodies. We note that in a previous joint statement, the four social partners had stated they were unwilling to meet cabinet unless all of them were represented. The Belize Communications Workers for Justice also came forward to express its continued opposition to BTL's acquisition of SMART. They say public pronouncements since the issue was last at the forefront in January and February this year have only exacerbated concerns, and they are demanding that BTL presents evidence to support the $80 million deal. The group, which has been opposed to the acquisition from the beginning, stated, quote, claims about a rapid payback, available network capacity, and the value of SpeedNet's assets should be supported by information that Belizeans and the country's social partners can independently assess, end quote. BCWJ is asking for multi-year audited financial records, supporting the valuation and independent valuation and financial model, a comprehensive technology, infrastructure, and integration assessment, an analysis of how acquiring BTL's main competitor will affect competition and consumer choice, and a clear worker impact plan, including potential duplication of roles, protections, and redundancy costs. The group insists that Cabinet should have all this information before it adopts any position on the acquisition. BCWJ spokesperson Emily Turner responded to the BTL chairman's claim that they know what they are acquiring since they have other methods of assessment like net present value, and they can see through their interconnection how many customers SMART has. That allows them to make an assessment of what SMART's estimated revenue is based on traffic.
As we know, the industry, a lot of the, especially business customers or people that are small entrepreneurs and media and all of these people, they usually keep two phones, right? So I keep one for redundancy purposes. So they have to make an assessment, and they should have been able to do that now to decide if there's duplicated customer base, because if I am going to be running off the same network, I won't need two devices. So it's not a one for one. If I have 100,000 customers, I won't get automatically 100,000 onto the BTL network. That's not true. There's a lot of people that carry, a lot of business people especially carry two phones so that they have a backup in case one of the providers go down. But if they consolidate, there's going to be no need for that. So a lot of people use SMART as a redundancy to BTL. So they should know the numbers, and if they have not done it, then that's why we will have a challenge with it, because then you have not done your proper technical due diligence. Being in this industry, we know what that means. It's a rigorous effort to get to understand these type of technical assessments that need to be done. And if it's there, why haven't they produced that evidence? And that's why we doubt it, because then where is it? If you want to make sure that we agree with this thing, then just show it what you have done. Show it to us. It won't be it shouldn't be an issue. If it's such a great deal, it's gonna be better if you have the proper evidence, the technical assessments, the customer assessments, especially when it comes to duplication with customers. Show us that, and then we will be able to understand the deal that you want us to agree to. We're not asking them to tell us the confidential, private business of this organization. We are asking them to give us the assumptions that they use to then create those forecasts that they have told us. They know today they could get $80 million out of SMART in 4.5 years. We want to know those things. You can't keep all the things that are private and confidential. That's a separate and apart. That buyer represents the Belizean people. That's our money that is invested in that company. He could not have thought that we would have not asked for this type of information. Like, if he think that, then he really think we...
After the break, BCWJ sends BTL pre-action letter on severance. Stay with us.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today? I'm so stressed out. Okay, I'll say I help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay? Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Hello, Belize. If you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
With the launch of this website, the Magistrate reaffirms its commitment to making justice more accessible, transparent, and something that looks very familiar to everyone who comes before the court.
For a person facing criminal proceedings, the website provides information on how the criminal process works, how to apply for bail, and how to appeal a decision. For someone who needs to access the family court, information about the services provided, together with the relevant forms and guidance, can now be found in one accessible location. Similarly, information on how civil claims are brought in the magistrate court is available on the website. These may seem like simple things, but they are not insignificant. For the ordinary citizen, knowing where to go, what form to complete, what procedure to follow, and what to expect can make the difference between feeling completely lost in the justice system and feeling empowered to navigate it. This website places important information and documents within reach of every citizen with access to the internet.
And our goal is really to build public confidence. The launch is supposed to, stimulate that so that the public can go online, click the link, play around with the website, get familiar with it. Also, we would definitely want the Bar Association and other key stakeholders, the lawyers, to promote the use of this website, and also the court staff.
We are often the face of justice that the ordinary Belizean is more likely to meet. That is not a burden we resent. It is a responsibility that we embrace. If we are, for so many, the only door into the justice system, then we owe it to them to make that door easier to open.
The four social partner organizations have welcomed Cabinet's decision not to support BTL's proposed acquisition of SMART and have commended ministers for listening to public concerns. They emphasize, however, that Cabinet's stated position, quote, does not by itself determine the legal and regulatory disposition of the proposed transaction, end quote. The groups noted that the PUC, as the regulator, must continue its review, quote, transparently, independently, and in accordance with the applicable statutory framework, end quote. They have reiterated their August 6 call for the public PUC to address outstanding regulatory concerns, including the deal's implications for competition and in compliance with Belize's telecommunications framework. They also urged the BTL board to respond to their request for financial information and valuation material regarding the proposed acquisition. They state, quote, Cabinet's announcement does not remove the need for accountability regarding how a transaction of this magnitude was introduced, assessed, and advanced, end quote. The social partners commit to act collectively and remain engaged until the outstanding questions are answered. In its statement today, the BCWJ said the SMART deal, quote, cannot be separated from BTL's record of accountability to its former employees, end quote. The group noted that many former workers have reported unanswered correspondence over disputed calculations and claims rejected or labeled as disqualified without adequate explanation. BCWJ informed that 3 days ago, BCWJ's attorneys issued a pre-action protocol to BTL on behalf of 146 former employees regarding their severance claims. That letter requests an individual accounting for each claimant. Here again is spokesperson Emily Turner.
6% interest. Some people got paid, and the 6% interest was not included from the day they left. So so you have a group of people with that. Then you have people that they wrote BTL. If you guys remember, BTL said, "Oh, send us your claim, and we will look at it, and in 15 days we will answer." Well, none of that happened. So I have people that I wrote them till they're blue, and they have not heard back from BTL. Then we have a number of people at BTL arbitrarily, and I use the word arbitrarily, has decided to disqualify. So they have written to these people and said, you do not qualify for severance. So I believe that the 146 makes up those group of people. So I know some people are asking what happened to the issue with severance. So I'm here to update that it has not been cleared, and employees tried everything. They tried to show their evidence of what they had when they started working, social security contribution history. Many people tried a lot of things to try to get it settled with BTL, but at the end of the day, when it comes to holding BTL accountable, we have found that task is very difficult. And there are people that work there for 30 years, and BTL is saying, I don't find you. I don't find your record, and they make no effort to try to use use their relationship with Social Security or income tax to help understand what happened to the records of these people.
The attorney representing the BCWJ is from Trinidad and Tobago. BTL has 7 days to respond and 30 days to provide disclosure for each claim. Otherwise, the matter will proceed to court. In an urgent letter dated August 12, Belize Bus Association BBA President Philip Jones called on Minister of Transport Honorable Dr. Louis Zabane to address the association's request for an extension of the diesel subsidy support for bus operators. According to Jones, the BBA initially wrote to the Ministry of July on July 15, requesting a response by the end of July due to high fuel prices and financial pressure on operators. Following an unaddressed follow-up on August 5, Honorable Zabane advised the BBA to direct their appeal to the Prime Minister. After submitting the request to the PM on August 6, the BBA states it has yet to receive a response from either office. The BBA is now requesting a formal response by the end of the week, warning that without urgent intervention, the economic strain could cause the situation to escalate to a breaking point. Prior to this afternoon's announcement, we asked Cayo Northeast Area Rep Orlando Habet whether he intended to support the SMART acquisition.
It has been discussed amongst our cabinet. We had 3 presentations from Social Security, BTL, and was it
SSB.
and the PUC. And so I'm waiting for Tuesday to see what will be the decision.
You have to decide. You will contribute to that decision.
That's right. So we'll see as a cabinet. That's what we have to do.
Do you feel the pressure of the people to oppose this deal?
There is from the people, but the people is also Social Security, represented by Social Security in a way, because they have some investments in BTL. So you have to look at it from all sides.
The people don't want it.
Which people?
Belizean citizens, the owners of BTL and the owners of
how do you know that?
Because you see it all on social media. You speak to people. They've been making
how many people on social media? I have seen.
So the unions are going to demonstrate Tuesday while you all are meeting. The unions represent hundreds of workers, thousands actually.
So it's going to be a decision that cabinet will make on Tuesday.
In the wake of the unprecedented Belize River fish kill that impacted multiple communities along the Belize River Valley, Minister of Sustainable Development Orlando Habet says Cabinet may consider widening the 66-foot riparian reserve to ensure new construction is set farther back from riverbanks.
What do we do now? Try to see how we can work with them now, but also for those new ones, that they don't do what these other ones have been doing. For example, if the Lands Department is going to issue a title to a piece of property that's close to a water body, and it says 66 feet reserve or buffer between that water body, then we have to make certain that happens. There is suggestion from Cabinet that maybe we should look at increasing that buffer to maybe 100 feet, because there are countries that have that and more. So we have to look at that.
After the break, Belize City fisherman killed at Ranguana Key. Stay tuned.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best. Darling, double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls, so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Call me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Smart. Stay connected. Stay happy.
It was rainy, muddy, playing in a whole heap of mud.
We actually started working
out of an apartment with about 6 of us. It was only 9 of us.
About 15 of us, not sure where we were heading.
I came from Cancun, Mexico for an interview and I didn't go back.
First time working a big girl job.
And if you didn't know, you had to figure it out. I didn't know anything about plumbing, so I had to study YouTube.
We won the bid.
I definitely have to ask your boss to give you a raise. I plan on retiring here. 8:39 in the night, I'm still picking up the phone and each layer matters, guys.
I want to see or hear people say that Design Depot is a family.
Design Depot to me is like a family.
And we all combine to make this one beautiful Sunday dinner. I don't know who might be the salad, but 1, 2, 3. Never stop.
Maria's was planned to open in 2020, and that's when COVID came. I thought the dream was dead. People would come to my house, they would purchase the coffees from there. That gave me the little confidence like, okay, I could do this. Atlantic Bank, of course, helped me take the next step. Once I had their support, it was smooth sailing from there. This business is my life. It's literally what provides my family with food and employment. I employ 3 family members, so it's really everything for us.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
I'm a licensed electrician for 15 years. Safety is always an electrician #1 priority. I shop at Benny's. Benny's give me high quality, durable material. Cheaper doesn't mean safety. Cheaper means danger. When I think about safety, I think about Benny's. Remember, at Benny's, quality is saving.
Savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Quality and savings. See you at the store.
A Belize City fisherman identified as 35-year-old Jose Luis Arteaga was killed on Ranguana Key. On Wednesday at around 4:30 p.m., police detained a 33-year-old suspect who is another fisherman. The suspect was with Arteaga and several other fishermen when an altercation broke out, and the 33-year-old reportedly inflicted stab wounds to Arteaga and another fisherman before being subdued by others. Police have not indicated the condition of the second victim. They are still working to establish a motive. On Tuesday, Anthony Mai, the Chief Environmental Officer, spoke about what needs to be done to prevent a recurrence of the recent Belize River Valley fish kill. Mai said that while updates in the investigation could slightly change the approach, he outlined some of the necessary general next steps.
We definitely need to have a very good watershed management plan for the entire Belize River watershed. We need to look at all the agricultural development that are occurring within the watershed, and we need to meet and discuss with each of these farms the need to put in place measures that would avoid this event from happening again or to mitigate it. Each individual farm within the watershed has a role to play in relation to ensuring that that this doesn't happen again or that it is mitigated. So it is agricultural development and other type of development that is going on within the watershed. So there's also land clearing that is happening. We need to look at that. North of Santander, there's a rice farm that we were not aware of. This rice farm is about 380 acres in size. Rice farm, as you know, normally rice farms are flood to prevent any type of pest or disease. And when they are harvested, the water is discharged, and in this case, this rice field discharged into the Laboring Creek, and it goes into the Belize River. So we have to have some very strong conversation with them, and we have to have some very strong conversation with all the farmers within the area, because again, Santander, yes, is within the watershed, but just east of Santander, there is different type of farming activity that goes on in that area. There is rice fields, and there are some soy fields that are within that particular area. So we have to look at this holistically. We have to develop a management plan, a watershed management plan, specifically to protect the river, but at the same time allow the resource to be used wisely. And each farm within this particular watershed have to put key measures in place to prevent this from happening again.
The Keycaulker Village Council issued a statement addressing community concerns regarding access to the split, reassuring residents that it is actively taking steps to protect public rights. The council confirmed it is in communication with the management of the Lazy Lizard and property representatives to schedule a formal meeting, which we understand took place earlier this afternoon. The council clarified that management had not consulted local authorities prior to initiating discussions or arrangements with ferry operators regarding access in the area. The council noted that, to its knowledge, no member of the public has been charged or agreed to pay an access fee, despite reports of individuals being approached by new management. Addressing property boundaries, the council cited a survey provided by former property owner James Linsky, which clearly identifies a street path on the western side and a beach area on the eastern side. The survey demonstrates that private property boundaries do not extend to the outer edges of the split or the seawall. The council stated it has no intention of restricting or altering existing public access to either the western street or eastern beach areas. The council urged residents to remain calm, avoid confrontation or misinformation, and allow the formal review process to proceed as it works to ensure public access is fully maintained while respecting property rights. The National Celebrations Commission this week released the calendar of events for this year's national celebrations, which will be celebrated under the theme, "Look at Me, I Am Belize at 45. Most municipalities' calendars kicked off with the observation of Emancipation Day on August 1. On the calendar for Belize City is the Carnival King and Queen competition on August 15, the Belize at 45 Awards for Creative and Cultural Excellence on September 2, Carnival Road March on September 5, Evening of Patriotic Songs and Poems on September 7, Panyard on September 12, and Carnival Awards Night on September 26. Nationally, Bummelpan will host Culture Fest on September 5, San Ignacio and Santa Elena will host an adult talent show on September 12, San Pedro will observe Central American Day on September 12, while Dangriga hosts Cultural Jam on September 19. Elsewhere, Punta Gorda will host a cleanup campaign on September 17. Corozal will have their Carnival Road March on September 19, which the calendar mistakenly lists as September 12, and a Orange Walk will have their Carnival Road March on Independence Day. The National School Children's Rally will be held on September 18 in all municipalities. Staff members at the Belize Wildlife and Referral Clinic discovered a bullet hole in their vehicle following a recent shooting incident along Bullet Tree Road in Cayo. The team made the discovery while washing off mud from a Toyota Tacoma after returning from a field trip in the Chiquibul Forest alongside friends for conservation and development. Staff noticed what appeared to be a bullet hole in the tailgate and subsequently traced the projectile, which was found lodged directly behind the vehicle's cabin. According to the clinic, the team had driven through the area shortly before the shooting occurred and was unaware that the truck had been struck. No staff members were injured during the incident. A mother in Altamira, Corozal is voicing serious concerns regarding the repeated harassment of her 12-year-old daughter by an unknown man during her trips to tutoring sessions during the week. According to the mother, the individual has repeatedly targeted and bothered the child, even following her on at least one occasion. After her daughter reported another encounter, the mother accompanied the child to confront the individual. The mother stated that she plans to file an official report with police and is urging parents and community members in the area to remain vigilant regarding the safety and security of children in the community. An international recording artist and former Belizean politician, Moses Shine Barrow, will be honored with the Global Ambassador honor at the 4th Annual Caribbean Music Awards, CMA. The ceremony is scheduled for September 19 at the National Academy for the Performing Arts in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. The award recognizes Shine's evolution from an internationally acclaimed artist following his gold-certified self-titled 2000 debut on Bad Boy Records to a cultural leader, advocate, and public servant dedicated to youth empowerment and regional advancement while serving as Belize's music and goodwill ambassador. The 2026 awards ceremony marks the event's international debut following 3 years in Brooklyn, New York. Presented by Tourism Trinidad Limited with support from regional agencies, the awards serve as the centerpiece for the inaugural Caribbean Music Awards Elite Weekend Experience. Other special honorees announced for the evening include legendary Calypso Rose, who will receive the Elite Calypso honor, and dancehall icon Patra, who will receive the Lifetime Achievement Award. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeats can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV, BH, and I app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.